Hey everybody, Tim and Julie here for the Season 1 finale of Batman 1966. Season 1, Episode 33 and 34, Find Finny, Fiends, and Batman Makes the Scene. What'd you think?
It was good. I liked it because it has my favorite, the penguin.
The penguin. Okay. So for me it was a little rough. Just because, I don't know, I'm just too tired.
Yeah.
So something I did think was interesting was that I didn't know until I was looking it up, that I didn't realize that when Batman was on the air, that every episode, like, I thought it was a weekly TV show, but it wasn't. Like, one episode would air, and then the second part of it was the next day. And so I didn't know that. So I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. So we're done with the first season.
Yay.
It's done. And like the first season started in January of 1966. This is the last episode for season 1. 34 episodes later, and we're only into May of 1966. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't really take a lot of notes. Like the whole thing was pretty straightforward, where like we see Alfred get kidnapped, which I feel like Alfred played a bigger part in this.
Yeah, he was.
Than any other episode for the whole season. And then the only other line that really stood out is when they gassed everybody after the cake. And he's like, Batman, how did you get out of this? I used the anti-penguin gas pills. Mm-hmm. I was like, are you fucking serious? Like,
well, when they were in the chamber or the penguin room or whatever it was, and it got down to the butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you got up and somebody asked him or Robin, I think, might have asked him how they got out of there, and he said he used his Batman air thing or whatever on his belt.
Like some compressed air or something?
Compressed air on his
belt. Yeah, because I saw the part where it was like, it's enough air for a cat or a mouse or a butterfly. No air at all. And I was like, I need a drink. So, it might have been, I poked out for a second. I don't know. So overall, for the entire first season, what'd you think?
There were some good ones. There were some that, like I said, we both said that we wouldn't Zelda. But yeah, it was interesting. Some of the characters I never saw. This is my first time seeing them. Even though I watched Batman at that age. Like
Bookworm and Zelda, stuff like that. Yeah.
I like Bookworm was good too. I liked him too.
I'm curious to see if we see Falseface again. Some of them just kind of stood out. King Tut.
That one.
So out of the big five, I think we've said the big five are the Joker, the Riddler, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, and Penguin. So out of the big five, which would you say is your favorite? Which Catwoman was only in one story. I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. So it was almost like just the big four.
Probably a tie between Penguin and Joker.
Penguin and Joker. Okay. I agree. I think actually Mr. Freeze was only in one story also.
Yeah.
Like the season primarily was the Joker, the Riddler, and the Penguin. And then everybody else kind of sprinkled throughout. I really liked Mr. Freeze, but I'd probably say the Joker. Just Cesar Romero is kind of a great character. Okay. Any hopes for season 2?
I see an equal amount of some of the main characters.
Okay. Is there a specific character you want to see more of?
I don't know, Penguin.
More Penguin?
More Penguin.
I'd like to see more Catwoman.
Yeah,
more Catwoman. Okay. Any other closing thoughts?
No, I enjoyed it.
For this episode, the whole season?
The whole season, I enjoyed it.
And I appreciate you going through this with me. Like I said, I feel like I've seen sprinkles of this throughout my life, but never watched it in order beginning to end like I am. It's almost like Frankenstein or something. Like everybody's seen Frankenstein, everybody knows Frankenstein, but when you actually sit down to watch like the early black and white movies, you're like, oh, this is not what I had remembered.
Yeah.
Like I know I've seen Batman and I've like grown up with it, and I knew who Adam West and Burt Ward and Julie Newmar and Frank Gorshin. I knew who all these people are, but I've never sat down beginning to end and watched the whole series. So it's kind of interesting just to watch it slowly develop.
Yeah.
So, okay. Is anything else?
No.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Good. I've enjoyed it. I think it definitely kind of paints a different picture. Like I said, starting with the serials like we did in the 40s, and I was like, oh, this was a mistake. I should not have done this. But we made it through, and we're into Adam West. We're done with the first season, which 34 episodes, and then we're going into season 2, which is 60 episodes. So it's basically twice the length. So we still got quite a bit ahead of us. But it gives us something to do. So, for those who have seen this one, what did you think of the Riddler? Oh, this is the Penguin. What did you think of the Penguin? Didn't even talk about the prosthetics and stuff like that. Meredith?
Burgess.
Yep. Didn't even talk about it. We talked about it every single time. So, what did you think of the Penguin? What did you think of season 1 overall? Off the top of my head, I don't know if I have a favorite episode or a favorite story. Nothing's jumping to my mind right away. Because they're all pretty good. So go ahead, let us know what you think about this, and we will see you guys next time for not season 2, but Batman the movie.